With so many stars in Hollywood, you can never truly keep track of celebrity family trees. There are marriages that blend families, distant relatives that become found, and some relatives that just escaped the minds of many. Today we are talking about some celebrity relatives that may surprise you as we count down the top 10 celebrities you didn't know were related 2021. At number 10, Paris Jackson and Macaulay Culkin. When I was researching this video, I came across a lot of stars who were family that I had no idea about. I included many of them on this list as I'm sure they might surprise you as much as they surprised me, but one family bond that I never saw coming was that between Paris Jackson and Macaulay Culkin. The former child actor is the godfather to the daughter of the late Michael Jackson, and it's kind of wild. These two have quite a strong bond that I never knew of, and it's actually pretty sweet. The story here goes that Macaulay was once good friends with the King of Pop, and when Macaulay was about 17 years old, Michael's daughter Paris was born. Because he was so close with the actor, Michael entrusted Macaulay with the responsibility of being a godfather to his child. Macaulay has said that meeting and befriending Michael was one of the most life-changing experiences of his life, and so he honored his late friend by keeping an eye on Paris after her father passed away. Macaulay is very protective of Paris, navigating her through Hollywood and the public eye, as he knows what it's like to grow up with the pressures of being a public figure. They're so close that they have matching tattoos of spoons, and the story behind the utensils is also pretty heartwarming. At number 9, Elizabeth Olsen and the Olsen twins. Actress Elizabeth Olsen has been part of the MCU for quite a while. Her character Scarlet Witch has been in a few MCU movies, but after the success of WandaVision on Disney+, people really start to focus in on the actress and her life, and apparently a lot of people didn't know that she was related to the Olsen twins. Elizabeth is actually the younger sister of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, who were Hollywood stars in their own right in the 90s and 2000s. Yeah, they share the same last name, but for a lot of fans, this family tie didn't quite click for them until the hype for WandaVision came around. Many members of the Mary-Kate and Ashley fan clubs were quick to confirm that yes, the twins have a little sister after Twitter blew up as people finally had that aha moment. Elizabeth's first acting gigs were alongside her sisters in How the West Was Fun and had a small role in an episode of Full House. If you didn't know about the Olsens, well, now you know. Before I carry on with the video, I would like to ask you guys to consider leaving a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, and also head on over to Lindsay Ivan's brand new reaction channel called Peach that is launching super soon, so go subscribe and tell them that we sent you. At number 8, Dakota and Elle Fanning and Kate Middleton. You never know where you might find family. Because family trees can be so complicated, you might not know that you were related to your best friend or even the queen. Thanks to new companies like Ancestry DNA and 23andMe, people are now able to trace their genetics and lineage, leading to new discoveries of distant relatives. One distant celebrity relationship is that of actresses Dakota and Elle Fanning and the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton. It turns out that the actresses are descendants of a royal lineage, and so is Kate Middleton. A family historian from Ancestry.com did an interview in 2014 where they revealed that the Fannings are descendants from King Edward III, who ruled England from 1327 to 1377. Kate Middleton's mother, Carol, is also a descendant of Edward III, making Kate a very distant cousin to the actresses, 21st cousins to be exact. It might be a stretch, but it's still so cool to find a common ancestor from that far back. Now, I wonder if I'm related to a celebrity like this too. At number 7, Julia Roberts and Emma Roberts. Here's a family full of talented people. I didn't know that actresses Julia and Emma Roberts were related until just recently. Apparently they share a pretty tight bond that I never knew about. Julia is Emma's aunt, who she became very close to growing up after some family drama caused her to become estranged from her father, Academy-nominated actor Eric Roberts. Julia helped Emma's mother during her custody battle with Eric over Emma and has been by Emma's side pretty much ever since. Emma revealed that her aunt is pretty much her idol and is also part of the reason that she entered the acting profession, recalling how much fun she would have visiting Julia on set and spending time exploring Julia's costumes. Emma has had a rocky past with her family drama and her time in the spotlight, but Julia has always been around to cheer her on, and with the recent birth of her son, I'm sure her aunt is thrilled to be around for the next chapter in her niece's life. At number 6, Emily Blunt and Stanley Tucci. You can call Emily Blunt an award-winning actress and matchmaker extraordinaire because not only was she able to set up a wonderful and successful relationship, but she was also able to bring two celebrity families together. Emily and Stanley have an on and off-screen relationship. The two starred in the film The Devil Wears Prada together in 2006, and Stanley was invited to Emily's wedding to John Krasinski. This is also where Emily introduced Stanley to her sister Felicity. The two hit it off and later got married in 2012, and now Emily's former co-star is her brother-in-law, making for an interesting celebrity family. The family is very close with one another, and they're all super successful people, so their get-togethers must be quite interesting. At number 5, Jason Momoa and Zoe Kravitz. Imagine being related to Aquaman. Sounds pretty fun, right? Well, that is a reality that actress Zoe Kravitz gets to live with every day since her stepfather is none other than Jason Momoa. Jason and Zoe have a pretty sweet relationship. He often comments on how wonderful and talented Zoe is, and they even have matching tattoos on their forearms. Zoe has commented on how close she and Jason are, saying that she even has a fun name for him, calling him Papa Bear. They've been something of a blended family since 2005 when Jason entered their lives as he started his relationship with Zoe's mother, Lisa Bonet. Jason also has a pretty great relationship with Zoe's father, Lenny Kravitz. Lenny has said that since the moment he met Jason, he got on great with him and that he, quote, has nothing but love for Jason. This celebrity family is a pretty close group as they support one another in all aspects of life, and that's really refreshing to see. Having minimal family drama is something that you don't always see in Hollywood. At number 4, Justin Bieber, Ryan Gosling, and Avril Lavigne. Did you know that all Canadians are related? Well, that's not exactly true, but there are 3 Canadian superstars who are actually related, and it's pretty cool. Justin Bieber, Ryan Gosling, and Avril Lavigne are all cousins, and they never knew until recently. Thanks to another Ancestry.com revelation, more celebrities have found their family ties, and it's making me really want to sign up for this thing to see if I'm related to Meghan Markle or something. Back in 2019, Justin took to social media to share his crazy revelation with his fans and to inform his newly discovered family members of their family ties. The singer shared a photo of his Ancestry.com page on social media where it showed that Justin and Ryan are 11th cousins and Justin and Avril are 12th cousins, writing, quote, "This is the best day of my life. It seems super legit," end quote. Avril Lavigne commented on Justin's post jokingly saying that she would host the family Christmas dinner that year for the family. If there was any celebrity that you would want to be related to, who would it be and why? At number 3, Florence Pugh and Toby Sebastian. Remember how I told you guys about how a bunch of people didn't know that Elizabeth Olsen and the Olsen twins were sisters? Well, here's another case of people being unaware of celebrity siblings. Actress Florence Pugh has been hugely successful in Hollywood and is soon to be joining the MCU in a couple months as the Black Widow film is on the horizon. People have been looking into her life as a result of her growing fame, and some have come to realize that she has a famous brother that not everyone knew about. Turns out that she's the younger sister to Game of Thrones actor Toby Sebastian. Toby, who played Tristan Martell in Game of Thrones, blew a number of people's minds when he posted about his little sister last year following her Academy Award nomination for her role in Little Women. Toby took to his social media to share a photo of him hugging Florence, and it was then that a lot of people started to clue into the fact that they are in fact related. It's an honest mistake since they don't share the same family name, at least in Hollywood. Though he goes by his professional name, Toby Sebastian, his real name is Sebastian Toby M. Pugh, but he just switched things around when his career took off and also caused some confusion amongst fans. At number 2, Dolly Parton and Miley Cyrus. I'm sure if you're a Hannah Montana fan, then you probably already know this, but apparently a surprising amount of people aren't aware that Dolly Parton and Miley Cyrus are family. That's right, the legendary Dolly Parton is the godmother of Miley Cyrus, and their relationship just couldn't get any cuter. Dolly made several guest appearances on Hannah Montana back in the day where she played Miley's funky Aunt Dolly, but in real life they're just as close. They've performed together, Miley has sung a number of Dolly songs, and they're really just two peas in a pod, as Dolly has described herself as something of a fairy godmother to Miley. Dolly was given the honor of being Miley's godmother after she became quite close with her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, after having worked together in the music industry in the early 90s. Dolly is considered one of Miley's mentors, which just makes for an even more wholesome relationship. And finally, at number 1, Matthew Perry and Courteney Cox. Recently, with the hype surrounding the Friends reunion special, there's been a lot of buzz around the show's stars and their lives. While they've caught up on their lives after the show, something interesting was revealed, and it's that 2 of the show's cast members are actually related. Matthew Perry and Courteney Cox, who played Chandler Bing and Monica Geller in the show, are actually 11th cousins sharing a common relative dating back to the 1600s. Genealogy experts from MyHeritage came out with this information, saying that after fact-checking, they're pretty certain that these stars are in fact distant cousins. On top of that, the stars are also distantly related to Lady Gaga, who actually performed the song Smelly Cat at their Friends reunion. Now that's kind of freaky how these things just tie in together. Now I want to know which of these celebrities surprised you the most. Family trees can often be quite complicated, so it's fun to learn about new relatives that you might not have known about. Have you ever experienced something like this? Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, that's been our list for today. I've been your host, Brie Room, and until next time, stay safe, make good choices, and stay groovy, friends. Bye!